switch. Oh, Renegades. You know, it's one of my favorite things to say at the beginning of the video is, hey, Renegades, Ren is up with another song, this time with Skinner Brothers. So the story goes, ... So it's going to be very interesting. We do look like we're going to have some British sort of vibes here. Looks like the front of a British house, like a bit of a, maybe a council estate or something, I don't know, on the housing estates. We love Ren, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know who we are, we're Happy Man, Happy Home. My name's Craig Madden. Over there is Tom Cockrell. I mean, Ren pretty much got us into reacting, so we'll always remember him. As you can imagine by a name, you probably wonder what we do. We do things for men's mental health, and Ren, again, another version of that is definitely within our memoirs of music reacting because of what he says. You can find our links and find out what we do down below and up above in the bio.
Yeah, 100%. Renegades, you know how pumped we are for this one. Absolutely going to be stoked for it. I'm sure it's going to be bloody amazing. Never heard of the Skinner Brothers, but hey, this is what we love about Ren. We get to meet new artists, new experiences. So don't forget, support to them by putting hashtag Ren, hashtag Skinner Brothers. And if at any point you enjoy myself and Craig, then make sure you like it, sub it, love it. Let's press play. Yeah. Enough talking.
I think he's actually at the window there trying to get out. I just saw, literally, I just put my head in, but 7:16 a.m. I do like Ren sort of
when we outside, we come alive in the dead of night. Bloody stick in his eye for actually, mate, just fuck this. I can't really be bothered, man. Fuck that. Fuck it. Yeah. So the story goes, come on, but on smoke forever, let the sheep them know. I'm a beast when I'm on the Charlie, bro. Fuck forever, it's the cold. You think you're so fucking clever. That start down chewing on, you know I go hell for leather. On track to be the best one ever. Fuck a label, man, we're killing it, we're doing it better. What you blow? Wait.
Oh, so the story Ren, you goes, naughty bugger.
I've been living life in a haze, bro. The city like close, I never slow. Gotta learn to calm down, but I don't.
Well, first of all, fair play to that guy for not decking Ren already. Because obviously he's been, well, the story looks like he's been a bit, his miss has been a bit unfaithful Ren. To be fair, he's quite ripped, so you can see the temptations, baby.
Stop it.
But I will say, I love this vibe that he's bringing. It reminds me of sort of like the 90s, the sort of British vibes, the British street sort of vibes you used to get. You know, it's not exactly rap, but it is at the same time, and I love that about Ren. You know, I can't think of what the words I'm thinking, but it is very sort of British streets, isn't it? Like you used to hear back in the day.
Garage rap?
Garage a bit, but it's also got a bit of like that funk to it as well, which Britain hasn't done for years. You know, I can't actually compare other songs to it, but this is a great thing about Ren. He can really bring the sort of natural, raw, underground vibe to a song, you know. It's none of this, like, stars in your eyes, sort of glamour and Hollywood sort of stuff to his music. It is literally, they're in the front of a garden, clearly not being trimmed, looked after. It's very council estate sort of Ren. Love it. Because, you know, for a lot of people, like for myself and Tom, you know, I was brought up on a council estate. I didn't want to say Tom was brought up on a council estate because I knew he was brought up on a farm, but a council farm, maybe. But, you know, we have been blamed for being white trash before, and this is just like our upbringing, so it is nice to see a little bit of this side of Ren again. And I don't know who the Skinner Brothers are yet, but we'll find out.
No, yeah, exactly. Like, do you know what I love about doing a Ren reaction is you just don't know what you're gonna get. I mean, we could have like, you know, like say Maverick, which is not even gonna have lyrics, and it's just gonna be a beautiful piano. We've had like the Tales recently, whether it be Jenny and Screech and Violet, or now Vincent as we're going on, where it's very poetic, very sort of artistic, and then we get stuff like this, which is just like bam, 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 a little bit dancey, funky, techie. It is like a little bit like you wouldn't even think it's the same artist. And I do love how sort of multi-skilled Ren is at doing like these sort of different things. I don't know if Skinner Brothers, I think I've heard their voice come over a couple of times. I'm not sure if it was Ren like all that, or if they've made the music for this one, but I tell you something, mate, it's different, it's interesting. Again, you know, Ren always says like looking at the poetry within the streets of the raw streets of Britain, and unfortunately this is part of the raw streets. It reminds me of like an episode of Skins at the moment, which is sort of like that, you know, like jumping out the window and that very sort of British humor.
Yeah, it's very like it's been a while since like Shaun of the Dead and stuff. You see sort of like the typical streets of Britain, what you don't see on TV, and this is how we live. And like this is something actually we're proud of. You know, it's like we're British. It's a community. There's love. Obviously, not seeing it in this scene. You're probably seeing a bit naughty love.
Muscles, mate.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit. Like, really is.
think you're so fucking clever. Like start down chewing gum, you know I go hell for leather. I'm on track to be the best one ever. Fuck a label, man, we're killing it, we're doing it better. What you blow?
Oh, what a switch that was!
Wait, fuck that. Yeah. Out of mind when we out of sight. We come alive in the dead of night. Blood is thick and it's eye for eye. Angels sleep where the devils lie. Devils weep when the angels soar. Morning light knocking at my door. I retreat on the cold stone floor. Come back around and we kill it once more. Hey, soul boy, hang on one second. There's just this greedy little prick that I want to talk to you for a second, man. Would you let me talk?
That's scary, I love it.
Oh, thanks very much, mate. Fuck about, son. I'm the dentist, take the teeth right out your mouth, son. Your repentance, I'm the sensei, what's the outcome? I'm that geezer who will bleed you if you don't run. If you do run, then I'll pursue some. You're a soggy bowl of soup, I'm the crouton. You were bouncing off the hoop, I'm the slam dunk. You were soul-sucking music, I'm the G-funk. Yes, I'm a G-punk, I make the...
Wow, it's just about to kick off, so I think it was a good time to stop there, ready for an actual drop.
Yeah, mate. Do you know what, right? And this, again, another thing I love about Ren is, could you imagine right now being in your house, you know, you've gotten up at 7:15 in the morning, you know, you're just getting ready for work, and, you know, you're at the window like, darling, Ren's outside there, look, making a music video, like just running around in the field at that time of the morning. Because, like, for those that like do live abroad, that this is very Britain. This is like you're pretty much a typical street. You know, you do have a bit of a greenery for the children, and all the houses are those sort of semi-detached sort of houses in a line. Yeah, cars are on the road. We don't normally have our driveways. So it is very sort of British. As opposed to might be where you're from abroad. But I tell you something, mate, the song, mate, it's hard sometimes, isn't this? Is the hardest thing about reactions is it's very hard to sort of like when the music video is so like interesting, sometimes I get like lost in just the beat and the actual video that I'm sort of like I haven't really actually caught onto a lot of the lyrics, which is really sort of pissing me off, to be honest. But yeah, I'm enjoying it though, mate. It's definitely gonna be worth a second listen to for me.
Yeah, I mean, with the lyrics though, I think it is just like it says. So the story goes, and it's the story of the streets. It's the story of like rural Britain, if you want to call it, or oldie Britain. I do love it. I like when he said like with the demons. Demons start to fear when the angels come out to soar, you know, like, and this is him saying like, look, these people that probably get looked down at, you know, this story is a little bit different because obviously I'm not talking about his story, but when you look at Ren and the people he's around, the streets, we've seen him in fairgrounds and stuff like that, and he does all these music videos. It is just like, these people ain't bad people. I wasn't like, when I was growing up, I didn't think our family was bad people. I think we looked after ourselves. Yes, there was crime, there was arguments, there was domestic abuse and stuff in the street, but everybody knew each other and stuff like that. And like, obviously the bad people that I've just mentioned, like the domestic abuse and stuff, they got sorted out, if you know what I mean. And that was just the way it is. And like this sort of stuff, you see it all the time, like in my town where I'm living at the moment, because like obviously you're still living sort of in a certain area. But like, yeah, this sort of city stuff. I mean, the other night my wife went out and there was just the whole town was fighting. But then most of them know each other and they'll be fine again. And this is just rural Britain, you know. We should be proud of our country, but it's hard at the moment. But Ren just reminds us of the sort of natural artistic side of Britain as well.
You were soul sucking music on the G-funk. Yes, I'm a G-punk. I make the if you got trash, then come at the soul boy.
Right,
I made the
Skinner
NDD,
Brothers.
I make your hell boy. I got a big fucking sting like bell boy. Drop bombs and nukes, call me shell boy. Got spaghetti in my head and it's a state of mind. Like I'm fucked up my face, now I'm Frankie. Ren's flow, I hope that's alright. Cause if it flows that hard, I gotta flow that twice. You think you're so fucking clever. Like start down chewing gum, you know I go hell for leather. Track to be the best one ever. Fuck a label, man, we're killing
Get
it,
in
we're
the
doing
car.
it better. What you blow?
Love the mask.
That's Skinner.
Oh.
We come alive in the dead of night.
He's running after
Blood
him.
is thick and it's eye for eye. Angels sleep where the devils lie. Devils weep when the angels soar.
That's it,
Morning
devils
light
weep.
knocking at my door. I retreat on the cold stone floor. Come back around and we kill it once more.
Wow, I tell you what, Ren, I love the storytelling of Ren. Like, it is, like I said, it's very raw, it's original, but at the same time, it's so unique. And I don't see, and I would love, the challenge in the comments, like, who is like Ren? I don't think there is anyone. Like, I think, when like the days of Eminem came out, they're like, oh, he's such a different rapper. Or when you saw like these artists come out and you think, oh, there will never be another Queen, for instance, like Freddie Mercury, there'll only ever be one. And I feel like we've come to another part. We're in 2025 at the moment, and Ren will be one of those sought after legends in the future. You will never get another Ren sort of thing, it's only Ren, and people will try and mimic his stuff and all that stuff, but they'll never be as good, because I just think that's what Ren does. He brings this artistic side. And I think he's the what's it called when they're the first? He's the pioneer of this type of music, where they bring in like the sort of just generic live day by day. I mean, he does so much stuff as well. He's such an artist. I mean, like Tom, I completely agree. 1 minute he's in the street and he's fighting with a guy in the middle of a field. The next minute he's got his guitar and he's doing Vincent's Tales or whatever. The next minute he's doing one of the biggest dramatic moments with Money Game, and then you can see him in Canada doing stuff like that as well. And then we have seen him do his funny stuff, his musical stuff, his animated stuff, you name it, he's done it. And this is just something that's so great. I have noticed with Ren, he's starting to go, apart from obviously Vincent's Tale, his music, I've listened to a few of his albums again recently, just in the background. I have realized he's coming more towards hip hop lyrical sort of status, but he still has that. He brings in this like in this one, it's obviously like that sort of, like you said, garage vibe. I tell you what, mate, Ren is one of my favourite artists, if not my favourite artist, because I just love what he does. And in this case, let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, we talk about men's mental health in this game. Like, this guy is going through the ringer, and he still comes out and produces stuff like this, and doesn't let the fans down. And I think hopefully he does get better and he can just push out more music. That'll be the first thing, get better first. But yeah, Ren, you're an absolute legend. I just love all your stuff. And Skinner Brothers, I mean, only saw a bit of you, but if you brought in some producing of the music, thank you very much as well. It was an honour to hear you. So
yeah. Do you know what, mate? I think the music there was the big selling point, where I can imagine the Skinner Brothers maybe do a bit more sort of that sort of garage rap, like garage and that, but that sort of electric guitar with that sort of like dance music, mate. What a combination! Like, it was, I fucking loved it. I actually really loved the song. And yeah, as Craig said there, Ren is one of the most inspirational people we can see for being so absolutely brought down by life and shit, and still having, the balls to get up and go out and get exactly what you want, because you've got the skills. And I love that he's multi-talented. I love the fact that we don't know what we're going to get until we get there with Ren. And I thought the whole performance was absolutely enjoyable. It was an enjoyable experience, mate. And it was, for me, it was like one of his top, one of his best songs, or like one of the ones I'm like, oh my God, that was absolutely mind blowing. It was a fun song. I enjoyed it. I felt myself smiling throughout it. I really want to listen to it again. And that's the beautiful thing about Ren. It doesn't have to be in the one of the best songs. You're still going to want to listen to it again. So absolutely hats off to him. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy this reaction/review, then make sure you leave the thumbs up button, hit the subscription, and with the notification bell as well for Happy Man, Happy Home. And thank you as well for giving us so much of your wonderful time. It's certainly appreciated. Battlefield 6 is out now, so you make sure you are enjoying that game as well, because that's how as well. Boom, boom.
Yeah, exactly. Don't forget to leave #Ren, #the Skinner Brothers down below. And of course, let us know in the comments what's going on with Ren. We hear little rumors about him coming out with an album, like how that's going to look. I'd love to find out some more. And of course, don't forget, if you want to find out a little bit more what me and Tom do in the background, like some of you have recently done, thanks for reaching out and DMing us, then of course you can do that by finding the links down below and up above. So have a great day. And thank you, Ren. What a legend. And Skinner Brothers. Don't know
Thank you,
that
Skinner
much,
Brothers.
So.